Good evening, dear friends, dear ambassadors. I would like to thank you all for coming out tonight to join us in celebrating Human Rights Day. It is great to see so many people here who have worked, I would say, tirelessly to advance human rights and issues of personal freedom in Georgia. As a nation, we have come a long way in a short period of time. And this is thanks to the strong support we have received from the Georgian NGOs and the international community. Your efforts have been tremendous, and I want to thank you. And I think our progress truly is your progress. So I'm glad that we are taking this opportunity to celebrate together. I must also recognize the commitment of the Georgian people to human rights reform. Having survived the Soviet system, they have demanded progress and supported efforts to implement change. So we in the government and you in human rights field have found an excellent partner in the Georgian people. Human Rights Day is observed every year on December 10th to commemorate the day in 1948 on which the United Nations General Assembly adopted the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And since regaining our independence, this document has been an important guidepost for Georgia's development. Dear friends, when we came to power in 2012, we sought to create a government that is as good as the people it serves. And recognizing that freedom, fairness, and justice run through the veins of all Georgians, as we say, my government strives to ensure human rights for all of our people. And we're now guaranteeing the protection of human rights through the Human Rights Strategy and Action Plan that was adopted last year. And this is the first unified policy document that defines the main directions for protecting human rights. In addition, we are proud to have enacted a new anti-discrimination law that expands human rights protections to all Georgian citizens. We have also focused on ensuring that the different institutions in Georgia that represent the people are independent and democratic. Parliament is now a true center of legislative debate. The independent judiciary is staffed by judges who obtain their positions through a depoliticized process. And the Supreme Court regularly overrules the decisions of the lower court or the position of the government. And I want to remind you that just 2 weeks ago, Georgia's parliament appointed the first ever chief prosecutor who was chosen through an independent process where all stakeholders played a role: NGOs, academics, the judiciary, the government, the parliament, and the political opposition. And this is a major advance for the rule of law in Georgia. And of course, all of this is good for Georgia and for our people. In recognition of our progress, for the first time, Georgia was elected as a member of the UN Human Rights Council at this year's UN General Assembly in New York. And of course, we take this responsibility very seriously and endeavor to ensure that human rights are guaranteed around the world. And as Dr. Martin Luther King reminds us, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So while we've made good progress over the last 3 years, there is still much work to be done. But my government's commitment to protecting human rights is steadfast. And you have my promise that we will work even more effectively to drive further advancements in the years ahead. So let us take a few moments to celebrate together this evening, and then tomorrow continue the important work at hand. Thank you.